The town of Arwinia has been growing faster than anyone in New Blackwood anticipated. What began as a modest expansion across the water has turned into a full industrial boom, driven by the rapid construction of the new shipyard. Each week, more workers cross the river. Each month, more homes rise where fields once stood. And with that, growth has become a concern. Within the halls of New Blackwood's council, the city's mayor, Mayor Alistair Rowan, and the city fathers have begun to fear what few will say aloud, that Arwinia's success could draw people, labor, and influence away from the region's long-standing industrial leader. "We cannot afford to be outpaced," warned Margaret Hale, Mistress of Trade, during a closed council session. "If opportunity flows east, so will our people." Critics of the mayor's plan, most notably among them the city planner, Mr. Prospero Thunderchild, who is known for his sweeping election as head of the Prosperity Meadows Homeowners Association, is convinced the town will not be able to grow and support additional industry without construction of new neighborhoods to support the growth. Sadly, his voice was not loud enough to convince the city fathers, who are reluctant to disturb the forests around the city. After weeks of debate and careful planning, the council reached a decision. Rather than slow Arwinia's rise, New Blackwood would answer it. By an overwhelming vote, the city approved the construction of the new industrial park just outside the city limits, designed to bring jobs, increase demand, and reaffirm New Blackwood's position as the dominant industrial power of the region. Alongside it, the aging quarry would be expanded and modernized, and long-troubled traffic routes through the southern districts would finally see major improvements. "There will be work," declared Councillor Edwin Marr, "and it will be here." With little opposition and no delay, the plans were set into motion. As cranes rise across the water in Arwinia, New Blackwood moves to remind the region that it did not become the heart of industry by standing still, and it does not intend to start now. Therefore, we are calling on the citizens to stand together and help return prosperity to New Blackwood. Stay tuned for further updates.
Hey everyone, Prospero Thunderchild here, and welcome back to City Skylines 2, where traffic jams are a lifestyle choice. Today, we're untangling congestion that absolutely wasn't caused by my planning, giving the quarry some much needed detailing, and throwing down new industry buildings because nothing fixes traffic like more trucks. Grab your hard hat, this can only go moderately wrong. If you enjoy questionable city planning, hit like and subscribe, and come watch the chaos live on Twitch. Alright, let's fix this city. Alright, first thing you'll notice is that it is wintertime here in New Blackwood, and there's quite the traffic jam, backing up approximately a mile and a half on the interchange. And it's backed up for both two of the three interchanges for New Blackwood City. We have the quarry here that needs immediate detailing upgrades that we're going to work on. We're also going to install some new industry up here. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to end up doing yet. I've been thinking about putting in a new particle board factory. Not sure where I'm going to put that in, but first we need to take care of this interchange. So let's go ahead and get that done. My initial strategy here was to pull the traffic changing lanes back from where they are, so that way the traffic has more time to get into the lanes that they're supposed to get into. So a lot of this is just figuring out how to work this in without using anarchy, so that way the lanes have more time, or at least the vehicles have more time to switch lanes while they are in transit. All right, we're going to be doing the same thing over here, basically, that you saw me do before. You'll note that I'm actually changing the stoplight patterns with the stoplight mod. So I'm basically just setting up so that way left-hand turns are protected. I'm giving the pedestrians their own time to do a crosswalk, so that way they're just not interfering with the traffic flow. But basically, same plan as before. And wouldn't you know it, but it's everybody's favorite little bit of frustration. The game crashed. Could edit out the game crashing, but then if I did, then it would set unrealistic expectations. When you are detailing and working with mods, you're going to get occasional crashes. Make sure you back up and save. All right, so we're gonna kind of keep an eye on that for just a minute, and it does appear as though the traffic's flowing a little better. And I'm also seeing where the traffic's having more of a chance to merge into the necessary lanes prior to reaching that interchange. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to detailing the quarries here and kind of just rebuilding them. So we're going to go ahead and build an ore quarry. But before we do, we're going to get this rail line rerouted just a tad bit. With the rail line rerouted, we're going to go ahead and prepare the area for a multi-level mine. We're going to do kind of like a tiered progression on the inside of here, where we're going to have like multiple tiers of land that have been cut away. So I'm grabbing different terrain heights and just kind of filling in the different areas. Want to get this set kind of right. Now that we have the tiers set up, we're going to go ahead and put down some wonderful little roads to get down into the mine. Alright, so we've got our basic road layout, so I'm going to go ahead and put down a new mining company here, and we're going to go ahead and start setting up the borders, but I'm leaving the borders off of the terrain shifting height, the height where the terrain is shifting, specifically so I can do a adverse texture. The idea being to show off the different levels of the mine. So that's kind of the plan here. Finishing up my mine, I am going to go ahead and start putting up that adverse texture on the walls, so that way you can really kind of see the difference in the levels and it's not just one big gray mesh. Gonna also add in a couple spare vehicles that are parked here for off-duty employees who are not actively working in the mine, or maybe they're under repair. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and put them in. So that's going to finish up the mine for now. I was pretty pleased with it. The overall detailing of it that leaves something to be desired, but we'll revisit it at a later date. I was starting to get a little bit tired, so decided to switch projects to see if there was something else that I could work on. Gonna check on our previous traffic fixes to see how the traffic is flowing, and it looks like it's doing pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with that. It looks like traffic's having plenty of chance to switch lanes as necessary. Could be a little bit smoother, but does look like it's evening out, so I think I'm okay with that. I think we can let that live for a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and upgrade our road services department here. We're going to upgrade the facility, and we're going to add in a road here to where we can have extra vehicles. So we're going to go ahead and select our small road and put it all the way to right here, and then add a little extra lane here, so that way we can put in an additional extra building right there. There we go. That looks nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and update some of our industry right here in this corner. We have the lumber mill right here to the right, and we have a industrial area to its immediate left across the highway. And I want to go ahead and swap that out. I think we're going to buy the property here and we're going to go ahead and build our particle board factory right here next to the lumber mill. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of this industrial area and begin construction of the particle board factory. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and add in, now that we have that lumber yard, we're going to add in a parking lot here because I think I'm going to go ahead and build a ferry terminal right here. It's right next to the heart of downtown. Yes, there is a lumber yard right here, but I think that if we add in a ferry terminal right here, it's close enough to the actual downtown area of the city that the people will be able to commute to and from Arwinia and New Blackwood. And of course, it's going to mean that we're going to need a ferry terminal right here on the other side. And I think I'm going to go ahead and place it right behind this drawbridge. So that way we have some drawbridge traffic coming. So I originally planned on putting it on the outside, but we're going to put it right here on the inside. And with that set up, let's go ahead and set up bus routes going to and from the ferry terminals to the hearts of the prospective downtown areas. I want to make sure that we get that set up as well. We want to go ahead and make sure that our ferries and the traffic, the foot traffic that's going to be coming to and from them, have the appropriate infrastructural public transportation support that they are going to need. Now that we have that set up, we're going to go ahead and remove the old industry area right over here by the mine. We're going to go ahead and clean that up just a little bit. It's the water treatment plant is no longer needed, so we are going to go ahead and remove that water treatment plant, as well as get the land ready for an industry improvement. We're going to build a brand new ore facility right here, so we're going to need to go ahead and select some landscaping and get that taken care of. As part of our work on public transportation, I'm going to start looking for a place that we can throw down a taxi service. I wanted to make sure that our citizens had plenty of room to get around and options, so we went ahead and installed a taxi service. And the time has come to go ahead and upgrade the zoning on this neighborhood. We're going to go ahead and move it up to a mixed density, commercials, residential, mixed row housing. It's going to give it kind of that New Orleans look to it, but ultimately it's in the city's best interest to go ahead and increase the density here. And I'm going to go ahead and buy these last two tiles right here, planning for a future expansion, and that's where we're going to go ahead and call it for today. The traffic is technically still moving, the quarry is detailed enough to pass the safety inspection, and industry is expanding despite my best efforts. If you enjoyed watching infrastructure barely holding it together, go ahead and like the video, subscribe for more questionable decisions, and come catch the chaos live on Twitch, where chat gets front row seats. Thanks for watching. I'm Prospero Thunderchild, and remember, it's not bad design, it's just immersion gameplay.